just to get things started, what are your overall thoughts on the game today?
I think all of us are pretty disappointed. We really wanted that 3 points, especially as we push for playoffs. I think there are positives that we can take away from it. 2 goals on the road and a point, but I don't think any of us are happy with that.
We'll go to Austin.
Erika, kind of going off of that with the disappointment, despite the loss of the win, you guys finished the month unbeaten. Considering how things were going up until this month with everything kind of going on behind the scenes, do you kind of take this month as a positive trajectory, kind of a building block into the final 9 games of the season?
Yeah, definitely. But I also think that Seb and Giles and Eddie have set these standards for us now where, a tie is not good enough. So yes, I agree. We've improved a lot and we're starting to kind of mold into our identity and being more comfortable on the ball and gaining more chemistry as a team. But our practices are tough. We put in the work and we're hungry for 3 points. So while it is, a positive step, we want more.
Kind of looking at that second half, you guys score very early on off defensive miscue, and then things kind of shift. What did you see from Kansas City within that second half where you guys kind of got pinned back within your defensive third?
Yeah, they were hungry. They're a great team, and they've had a lot of momentum. So they definitely came out hungrier than we were. We probably got a little complacent, but I think there's a lot of things we can take away from this game and things we can learn moving forward.
Do you feel like that kind of leads into a very young team for you guys? Like a lot of players on this roster haven't necessarily had those experiences. For you as kind of a veteran of this league that have kind of gone through trials and tribulations, ups and downs, and having those 2-goal leads, do you feel like that's something that you as a leader kind of have to employ to the rest of the team and kind of help them learn through these kind of growing pains?
Yeah. Of course, as a vet, I'm always going to take responsibility for that. But at the same time, I do think, the only way to learn from it is to go through it. I had plenty of those games as rookies, and I'm still a 10-year vet and they still happen. So I think that the only way you learn from it is to experience it, and hoping moving forward, we don't give up a 2-0 lead again. And I think it's about coming together as a team. And if they change formations, we have to adapt and we have to read the game. And we kind of let ourselves down with that one tonight.
If you can, just kind of walk me through that goal in the 25th minute, what you saw in the box and just kind of picking out Celia in that moment.
Yeah, I found myself on the left side, which Seb kind of tells us to be fluid. So I was kind of on the left side, and I think I was passing with Bello and Maggie, and I took a look up and I saw Celia running in the box. So I kind of just whipped it in, and her finish was unreal, and it definitely silenced the crowd.
We're going to go to Dan Barrich.
Hi, Erika. Thanks for your time. You've been part of a pretty consistent midfield unit over recent weeks. I'm just wondering how you're finding playing with that and how you guys are working to develop that chemistry, because it seems to be working really well at the minute.
Yeah, Seb likes us to play possession style. He likes us to be comfortable on the ball, and our trainings have been hard, but we've gotten so many touches in. And I think just as we progress as a team, we're going to get more and more comfortable. And yeah, I attribute it to the last few weeks we've been grinding and just playing a ton. It's been crazy hot in Florida, but we've been grinding and not only putting in the work, but just trying to get as many touches as soon as we can. And hopefully it shows more and more where we can keep the ball more in the midfield and then finish our chances when we get them.
Thank you. That's it from me.
And back to Austin for our final one.
Erika, I just kind of wanted to get your overall thoughts on Kansas City. Obviously, you played there for a number of years with the previous iteration of the team in Kansas City, but kind of being back here playing in the Sporting Kansas City, the MLS stadium, How do you feel that the city of Kansas City in terms of women's soccer has kind of progressed since you played here last back in 2017?
I mean, I started out my career here and we played on a football field with football lines, which was interesting. So to go from that to playing at Children's Mercy Park is pretty crazy. And I mean, I think there was like 8,000 fans tonight. So I think women's soccer is growing big time in Kansas City. It was kind of a full circle moment for me because I started, as a rookie here and I played here for 5 years. And it was just cool to come back and see how much Kansas City has really grown as a community and getting behind women's soccer. So it was cool and, hoping just see more of this in the future.